Testing. Go ahead and get things started. Piss on the long intros, right? Let's just get right to it. Anyhow, yep, got my 32 set up and my 16. I hate my setup right now, man. I'm gonna have to, I've always wanted to build a real, this is just a thrown together desk configuration with this, what's this desk called? Flexi Spot desk. And I've always wanted to build a customized, you know, let's get back down here. Shit, it's not gonna. Yeah, I need to build a customized desk for this. And with these coming in here and me getting like weird about how to put these into my workflow, I don't want to get rid of this keyboard because I absolutely love this keyboard. That's why I bought this keyboard. So I love this keyboard. So, but it too is kind of not set up the way it really needs to be. The shelf was thrown together first attempt. I would like to kind of use the same concept with it, but maybe, I mean, I got some width in the room to work with. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure things out here sometime before it gets too cold this winter. So not only do I need to redo this, it's kind of shaky anyhow, but the whole desk needs to be reconfigured. I'd like to have this mixer up at a higher angle. I already got it propped up with some rubber bumper stops for trailers that I just throw on top of each other and stacked up, and actually holds it fairly well. I mean, it's on there pretty decently, but I need to build something custom made where it comes up even higher. I'd like it to be, I don't know, at the back here, 4 or 5 inches higher. And then when I do that, I could take these racks and build customized rack things and be flush with this part of it, at least, maybe. And then go into the desk and face up. And then once I have that dedicated set up, I would like to have another sliding tray set up with my keyboard, but maybe I'll go bigger. I don't know. I got to figure that out. I would like, honestly, if I could have that set up, then have these, you know, theoretically mounted kind of facing me on a custom build, left and right, with like a theoretical keyboard and mouse tray. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out. That's gonna be a project. I'm gonna probably have to do some engineering and some software to figure out this situation with the dimensions of everything and try to come up and maybe use AI to help me. Something that's yeah. What the fuck's the word I'm looking for? Yeah. Ergonomic, where the fuck that word is, where everything just kind of fits, you know, purpose built the way it's supposed to be and works with workflow, and I can just reach everything, and as opposed to those, which, you know, leaning up and getting those ain't a big deal, just kind of like the mixer. This can, you know, yeah, I want things to be seen better. And I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm rambling. So let's get to work here. I started this beat earlier, and it's, I've been checking out the new Token album, by the way. Like, the way it's mastered is, well, it's kind of, it's edgy. The mastering of it is just extremely loud. And, yeah, but man, it just hits like a motherfucker, and the vocals sound really good. So it achieves what it needs to achieve. However, there is some loud moments in the music that is pretty distorted and it's audible, which in today's world, most people just don't give a shit. But in some instances, it sounds like shit. In others, it still sounds pretty good. Especially small speakers, it sounds pretty good because it's distortion and makes the lower end, more apparent. So the whole hip hop thing. But anyhow, this Token album is really fucking good. The production on it is amazing. So let's get to work. Right off the bat, I hate them drums. I gotta do something about them drums. They're too, I don't know, ordinary for me. This same old shit that just comes out of me. I need to switch it up. Yeah, and I want to redo that bass line. Like, it's kind of cool to start with, but I'm probably just going to edit and redo it and kind of see what I'm doing down here as a guide a little bit more. So I'll highlight this. So shift on the highlight this and shift on this. Then I can see it in the background. Let's go ahead and just do a little bit of that. Yes, sir. Yeah, I got the, here, let me get these back on screen. I started this beat earlier on the stream as a short stream before I went to eat with some family. But yeah, I started the beat with just the 16. I needed a cable for this, which I just sourced a different cable in the studio. Commandeered a different cable for this one. I'm actually using the improper cable, which has this capacitor or this line booster shit on it. That was for the Atom. But it's working for it, so I really need to get dedicated, decent cables for these and not use these old beat-up sourced cables. But yeah, I started the beat with just this. Now I got this going, and yeah, so I started the beat with. That's how I got these chords. It's A natural, A harmonic minor. I don't remember the. You can select different progression patterns based on the number sequence of, the Nashville number sequence shit, which I don't understand. But yeah, that's what I set up. That's what I liked. It's still on it now. I could show you. Here we go. So. See, that's pretty much what I did to make the beat. It's simple as shit. So. Yeah, I thought about that. So I was trying to figure it out earlier before I started the stream. Right before I started the stream, it was. What was it? So if I was put something on top of that, I don't know. Let's play it. But yeah, I'd have to play with it, but I don't have your skills, bro. When you gonna make the trip? I kind of just want to, I don't know, maybe save that original bass line and start some, I don't know. I like the main melody, but now that hearing it, I'm just like, So the main melody is the keeper, but everything else is kind of shit. Not even that impressed with the drum kit I'm using, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep it, not lose the idea, but that might be a different section. I don't know. I want to start something fresh with it. But so far, I mean, these are pretty easy to understand. I mean, you got the chord button, scale button. It's easier to operate than they had them, and the pads do feel pretty amazing. I haven't messed with any of the edit and mix options on here because these are production-based things as well with Studio Pro. So I have played with the repeat. You can hit the repeat button on the 16 here and select your repeat divisions you want. Over here, it's a little different. There's not a dedicated repeat button, but there's a way to do it. I don't remember how to do. I played with it a little bit. I'll have to figure that out later. Anyhow, but yeah, this for the repeats and the MPC style of workflow is pretty cool with Studio Pro. Just saying. Everything's just right there. This is the Ademic shirt. It's a band, a local-ish band. I think they live down in Kentucky, matter of fact. But look up Ademic, bro. They opened for my buddy's band, Better Off Blind, a couple months ago, and I bought some merch while I was at the show. I mean, they are pretty, the songs are pretty intricate, so they're kind of intelligent. Maybe they're illuminated like the Illuminati. That's really what the Illuminati means. You know? The enlightened ones, the mentally illuminated, the initiated to reality. Everybody wants to make them out to be, conspiratorial, like they're actually a real thing. I mean, they kind of are different ways. You got the Templar and the, Skull and Bones and secret societies like that control shit. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad it pops and looks good on camera, man. My desk is a mess, though. I don't know if you caught the beginning of the stream, but it's a puzzle I'm gonna have to reconfigure. I hate this setup. It needs to be. This was just slapped together with what this desk came with. I need to figure out a way to make everything ergonomic and actually fit, workflow and setup. I want this mixer pushed back a little bit more, propped up a little bit more, so I can see everything on the mixer a little bit better at my comfy seating position. Then I want to build some actual racks into the desk and make them flat with this. Once this is up a little bit, make them flush with that and pointing down. And I can, then that'll give me more desk space. And I want these to be propped up at an angle at me, preferably below the edge of where the mixer will be. Then I need a flat area for keyboard and mouse. And I don't know, it's going to be something I have to use some software and some AI to figure out. Drums and reimagine this beat. I like what the original idea was, and then I just want to start over on some bass and drums for it. One of these days, bro, it's coming. When I get a few songs I'm done, if I can fucking speak. I just woke up, man. I woke up early. And I'm still drinking my coffee. I tried to be up during the day. I didn't get home till like 10 o'clock, and then I slept till like 2. I came in here, so I didn't sleep very long. But yeah, one of these days I'll have merch, get some songs done I'm proud of. What you doing right now, dude? You still at home? Use them both at once on the same instrument? Being stupid. All right, I gotta be serious now. And this drum set sucks for this, so let's keep looking. Oh, no shit. You at the ND3, dude. honestly, I mean, I'm probably within my first hour of actually checking these out still. I had like a half-hour little stream earlier playing with it, and that's all I played with it, and I went to eat with dinner. Drove about 40 minutes away to meet with some family, and then came back, took a nap. Got up, so yeah, maybe 10 minutes before the stream, I played with them a little bit more, and how long have I been on the stream? I mean, so far they're pretty intuitive, man. To be honest with you, don't know how to pronounce your name. Pro Hadessa. That's how I pronounce that. I like them so far. The pads feel really good compared to the. Why is that not working? That's strange. Oh, is it pads aren't on? That's odd. Oh, they are. Yeah, compared to the Kai here, this old MPK-88. These take a lot less effort. I feel this is slightly softer. Huh. Producer. Okay. My bad. I got a weird spelled name too, bro. Everybody fucks up my name, so don't take it personal. But yeah, technically you can pronounce this name sentient or sentient. It's based off that word and symbiont kind of merged together. But the P, Dusa. Okay, YouTube changed it. Yeah, I mean, it probably has somebody with a closer name. I had to completely make up a word for me and like get intricate with some weirdness, man. Just embrace the weirdness, bro. It's all good. Producer. Okay, I can see that. Producer. Sounds like Hayabusa if you're trying to pronounce it how it's spelled, like the motorcycle. But yeah, I like it so far, man. It's smaller. The 16 is a little bit smaller than I anticipated it being. So you can see it like next to this Akai MPK-88. Let me slide this son of a bitch back. Well, son of a bitch. Come on. There we go. All right. So it's a heavy weighted keyboard. I thought about just keeping it in here because it pretty much clears that. Like if I open and close my shit, it kind of clears it. It just barely scrapes, which I'm probably get around somehow. But anyhow, just replace this. Say fuck it. I thought about doing that. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that well or not, but yeah. I mean, the pads are closer together than what the classic Akai setup might be. They're very sensitive. Very responsive. Same thing with this one. Now I have the old Atom here, and the pads are really similar feeling. I think these are just they're just ever so slightly smoother. Look how sensitive. I'm just wiggling my finger on that, dude. They're definitely a lot more sensitive. The velocity range on them are pretty unreal. They feel really good. These are, you gotta really, I mean, you could change the sensitivity of these, but you might get some missed triggers. So I just keep them where they're at stock. Because I've messed with it before and I just didn't like how it felt afterwards. So the Akai takes a little bit more effort. These are just effortless. And I really like the chord features. Like, let's go back to the chord features here. So back to this instrument. And here's one thing that might throw people off. So if you use folder tracks like I do, if you just click on a folder track and try using the features, it won't work. You have to actually click on the instrument track for it to work. So. It's effortless, man. I like them. They're really cool, man. To be honest with you, they're really cool. So, I haven't tried them in any other DAW right now. I have a few on here I could try them on, but why? I have limited time at home, and I'm just trying to enjoy myself. So But yeah, I want them both. Now I'm in a conundrum. Well, I've originally just pre-ordered this, and when I got this and I seen what this could do, I'm like, shit, I need to get them both. I originally wanted this because I already had an Atom, and I thought this would be a good addition. But now I'm thinking I'll just take the Atom out on the road. I truck during the work week, so yeah, I appreciate you chiming in, producer. I'm gonna follow you, man. What do you produce? Speaking of which, go to your channel real quick. That's Will. I follow Will, bro. Hold up. Producer. There you go. I'm following you, man. I'm following you. What do you make, man? What do you do? Oh, you have the Atom SQ as well? Yeah, I mean, what really sets this apart, again, let's go ahead and look, since you have the SQ, let's look at this one. Was, I don't know if you can see on camera, but you set your, like I got it set in the key here, and then minor or major, and they'll give you the numbered system, and you can choose a numbered progression on the simple. I have it on the simple progressions. You can go to, you can go to famous chords, but I mean, I guess we can try to get out of triad, say that, go to the add seventh, sus, whatever, Now, there's a way, go to add seventh, harmonic minor, natural minor, major. I don't want to get copyright stricken, but lean on me, bro. Lean on me. Let's get out of famous and let's just go to simple progressions. Fine. Let's choose that one here. That one's kind of lame, to be honest with you. Sound like octaves. I think this is the one I'm in. You can also do, let's get out of here. Let's go to scale. Let's do melodic minor. Put in C or A. Melodic minor A. A is probably my favorite key to be in. Just like the Atom, which I don't remember how to do it. Give me a second. Let's see if it's intuitive or not. I'm in the key. How do I change the setting screen? Yep. Got to figure that out. Go to main. Nope. Modes. There we go. Modes. No, this is I-80. Oh, Lydian. That's cool. I can change the modes. Ionian. Trying to see how I can, like on the Atom, you can change where you could use all 32, and right now I'm just able to use 16, and I'm trying to use 32, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. That's not it. Plugin, edit, mix, solo, mute. The DAW control things on this is kind of cool and small and compact and convenient if you are into that kind of thing. Chord, control. Okay. I'm gonna try the nudge feature. That'd be kind of cool. Is there actually a nudge on here like Pro Tools? I wonder if it's similar to that. That is giving you the option with control. I don't know. That's curious to me. I don't see how to spill it over to more. 16. Whoa. Okay, let's go back to scale. Oh. I mean, it feels really nice. Still haven't figured that out yet. I'm sure there's a way. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to do that right now. My ADHD is telling me to get away. You make samples? That's cool, man. Guitar check on. Tell them I said get on it if they can't hear me. Gave me in, y'all. Where am I putting this at? Z what? Anyhow, what was I doing? Yeah, trying to find different drums. Those are ass. Come on, give me something inspired. I mean, I feel like they could put together some better kits. I mean, it'd be cool if they had a feature. So, like, say you had multiple, and you're trying to make your own like master in like all the samples you'd like. If you already loaded in samples you'd like, or whatever, but you're trying to use some of the stock shit that's already decent. You can copy a pad from one instance to Impact to another. Like, let's see if that works. It's not going to work, is it? Paste pad. No, that works. I never tried that until now. Holy shit, I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, it'd be cool if it does that. That wasn't a fluke, was it? Copy pad. Open another instance. Paste it. Right click, paste. Oh my God. Bro, I'm about to spend some hours on the road just making kits up because I'm so tired of... I'm going to go through songs I've already started and kits I've kind of tweaked and like and just take the instruments I like and just go from A to H. Fucking every 16 is going to have a bank of kick, snare, hi-hat. You know what I'm saying? Shits. Oh, that's going to be dope. That's going to be dope. I didn't think it can actually do that. It can do that. Fuck. Anyhow. That's cool. Yep, yes, sir. I just thought of that the other day. Like, man, it'd be cool if you can do that. And I'll be damned you can. Just like you would think you could. I guess I'm going to stick with this fucking kit. I don't know. Contact. I don't want to do that either, bro. I don't know, man. I got so many different ways to go about it. But man, dude, contact's a pain in the ass, dude, to be honest with you. Native Instruments have let me down, honestly, for the last decade when it comes to contact. It's so barbaric compared to, like Omnisphere. I mean, battery's cool, but in some ways, Impact, even though it's simpler. I wish I had all the features that battery has when it comes to routing and effects and parameter adjustments. Like, battery's cool in that way, but the pad setup is fucking annoying. To route out multi-channel is fucking annoying, where this Impact is really simple. Maybe I should do that. How about, because battery has some better put together kits. Let's try a battery kit. Speaking of which, I tried that. Last time I did that last week, it fucking crashed on me. That's another thing. Like, I tell it where the library is on this new Mac. On Windows, it never had an issue, but this motherfucker will just crash out trying to be linked. See what I'm saying? There's nothing there. Let's save this before we lose this shit. So, let's see if it crashes. I'm going to, kits. There's no kit, right? I'm going to try to load a preset. Is there a preset available? Yeah, let's watch it. See, it's going to tell me there's no, can't find the samples. Point to files, point to folder. That's what I'm going to do. Resolve it manually. Okay, I know where they go. It's going to be old D drive shit. Native Instruments. Battery folder. Where is it at? Hopefully it doesn't fucking crash. It did last time. It didn't resolve it. What the fuck? Okay. Go to samples. Open that instead. Come on, y'all. The fuck? That should have worked. Huh. Let's select this again. Come on now. That's crazy. Okay. I'll go folder back. This Native Instruments, and that's it. There we go. Didn't crash that time. That's cool. That's weird. It's being not loading all the kits now though, like it should. Let me close it and reopen it, I guess. I'll just replace it with a new instance, see if that resolves it. Oh my lord. Native Instruments. How about just remove it and try it again? Remove. What a pain in the dick. Hopefully don't crash. Let's see. For some reason, every time I'd have to do this with the session, it just refuses to remember. Like on Windows, it would just remember from that point forward. Maybe I need to open my Native Instruments shit and point to it again in there. I already have done that, but maybe I should do it again. Maybe something got changed on an update or something. Fuck, I don't know. And that's one thing with Mac I've been a little bit disappointed about, is with all that bandwidth and speed reported in the memory. That I don't know if maybe it's a software issue with battery and native instruments. I don't know, but there's this and other things. Sometimes the file searching, you know, you can see it scanning through files. It's not super quick like you think it would with what's reported in read and write speeds. You know, the fuck? I didn't find nothing, dude. Get the fuck out of here. It's only missing 3 things. Oh, I can point to those too. I can point to that folder. I know where that folder's at. Oh, yeah. I know exactly where that's at. Let's go here. You can just look at all of that. There, it's resolved now. All right. Do I have kits yet? That'd be cool if I had some fucking kits. My lord. When I've done this on Windows, again, it just fucking worked. And on here, let's open another instance. Still same shit, dude. Oh, my God. That's why I don't use the shit. Feels broken, and it shouldn't be. Let's side quest over to, I mean, Contact works just fine. All those instruments work, but I want to use battery, bro. You know? Oh, my lord. See what this kit sounds like on it. Fuck it. What kit I can load. Never mind, it's fucking retarded. That's man, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Battery gets on my fucking nerves with just how it default sets up, and then when you try to fix it, it's a pain in the fucking dick. Native Instruments has been blowing chunks for a minute. All right. Side quest. That's why I don't fuck with it that much anymore. It's just too much, dude. Like, just fucking work, or I don't want to spend my money on you no more. This is what it is. I'm tired of this shit, dude. So, library. Dude, I don't want to install that shit right now. No, bitch. See, like, it's trying to force me to update and shit. Like, dude, eat a fucking dick. Eat a dick, Native Instruments. Eat a fucking dick. I'm saying that on YouTube. Don't fucking care. Like, you guys have dropped the ball and filed for fucking bankruptcy and shit while people's invested in your software. And then you haven't addressed fucking keeping the software, like, you know, innovative and becoming more user-friendly. People spent thousands of dollars with you over the fucking years and you can't keep shit together, dude. Come on now. Or make it easier on the end user who is paying you to do just that. Get the fuck out of here. I like a lot of the sounds and instruments, but you know what I mean? Like, quit being a pain in the dick. Okay. So that's installed. Okay, where's the sound library? Applications. Instruments. Let me look over here. Battery. Installation paths. Okay. See, that's not right. And that's not how I set it either. That's probably where it needs to be installed. Right? But is that for the library? I guess so. I don't want to reinstall the library. I mean, I could. That'd probably resolve some issues of it trying to find the correct path to shit. Where in Contact, I can just point it to it in this app and it just works. So I guess I'll try that first. Yeah, we'll try that first. And hopefully that works. Huh. All right, I'm going to change screen because I want people seeing where my shit is so much. Here, I'll put you all in the drum cam. Y'all can hang out in the drum cam for a minute. Battery factory library. Okay. Can I not change it this way? What the fuck? Yeah, that doesn't let you select it. That just lets you browse it. That is not what I thought it would be. Oh, fucking Lord. Okay. Well, that's... I didn't have this problem on Windows, y'all. I've done this several times. How do I install release notes, installation paths? I can't choose it. I can't change it. Why can't I change it? Huh. Stupid. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Kills the vibe. Exactly, dude. Yeah, dude. It pisses me off. It's like a side quest that gets me off any fucking vibe whatsoever. Like, I ain't finished my coffee yet, dude. I'm over here trying to get shit working. That should just work for me easily. I mean, it's installed. And on Windows, for instance, if you just load and redirect a library within this motherfucker, let's try it from within here. Maybe that's how I have to do it. I mean, I've already done that though, and it doesn't keep the setting. Like, it just says fuck me. It fucks up the next time I go to load it. Where on Windows, it did not do that. And I haven't been able to make heads or tails of it at all. And we all know Native Instruments is too broke to fucking care about the customers right now. So kind of feels like a lost cause anymore. Yep. I think I can redirect here. Let's try it again. No. Nope. Huh. Nope. There we go. Try it again. Yeah, I could do that. You're right. Yeah, just grab waves, but fuck, I don't like that FL Studio type of workflow either, dude. Sometimes I'm just trying to catch a fucking vibe before I lose it, like I already have. And yeah, I mean, I can go into, I know where my libraries are at. I can just do that, but that defeats the purpose of even using battery, you know, which fuck it at this point. You're right. Fuck this. Fuck battery right now. It's just pissing me off. So we'll do that. We'll just do that. You're right. So we'll just use the Presonus way of doing it. Go to home over here, or the Fender way of doing it, files. And I can go and get just whatever the fuck I want. Go right to it. Maybe. Let's look it up over here. Am I looking at it right? All right, let's go back to main screen here. Okay, yeah. I think I'm looking at this right? Nope. Shared, I think. Yeah, shared. Shared. Okay, users shared. There we go. Going through the file system here. Here we go. And I got a bunch of samples up in this bitch. Some old ass samples in this bitch. New samples, all the samples. All the third party bullshit I've paid for, like decap. Let's go to decap volume 2. I probably shouldn't update some decap shit because it's pretty good. Let's find some kicks. I want a kick. Let's hear them. Nope. I like that one. We'll go with this one. See what else we got. Some of those I've edited a little bit. Put that in there too. What else we got in volume 2? Sounds like a basketball. Ooh, that motherfucker is nasty. I like that perf kit too. That's another thing. How they fucking map these on default is dumb as shit. Those are nowhere near where they need to be. I need a Snickers. I'm over here bitching. Goofy. Okay, well, I can remedy that, right? Make that make sense, y'all. Oh, I'm in chord mode. That'd be why. That was me. User error there. All right, play the beat. Try to get back in the vibe. That snare kind of sucks. I'm never going to use that. Let's find a different snare. All right. What we got? Kind of like that one for this. Way too loud. Needs to be a different pitch too. The setting needs to be turned off follow tempo, and then one shot. One shot. Yeah. Man, I got my quantization wrong. Son of a bitch. I'm going to record all that. That's fine, though. We'll keep that layer. Come back to later. To do that, right-click on the track. Go to your layer options and duplicate layer just in case you don't want to lose it. And whatever. And then go to the main track and hit delete. And you'll have the layers of edits or whatever you had before that if you duplicate them. So, all right, try it again. my mic on again. Damn it. Didn't mean to have that on while I was recording that, so I'm sure it doesn't sound the greatest. I'm going to steal some drums that I learned I got to do earlier from this old shit, so. So listen to those old drums for a minute, see what I liked about it. Yeah, okay. All right. So we're going to pin this over here. So hit this pin right here, boom. It ain't going to disappear on us now. Open another one. Pin it to the right. And we're going to copy some pads over. Which is cool that you can actually do. So what we like. Yeah, we're not going to use that. So copy pad. Place it right here. Paste pad. That's so dope. Copy pad. Get rid of that bullshit. Paste pad. We got those two. Get rid of that goofy shit too. I think we have the crash somewhere. Copy pad. Put the crash over here. Put the ride over there. It copies the routing too. I wonder if it copies the same. It doesn't. It doesn't copy the MIDI note, thankfully. Yeah, I drum a little bit, you know. I'm okay, I guess. Pretty average, really, but when it comes to drumming. I do like that snare, too. I'm never going to use that percussion thing, so copy, paste over that percussion bullshit. Boom, now I got drums in a kit that I actually like. Mute this again, unmute this, get back to work. Okay, at this point, I'm going to convert this to a pattern. Do some FL style, you know, kind of editing here. So right click. I think we go to event. Is that right? No. Instrument parts. My bad. Convert to pattern. Now it should be. Oh shit, that did not do it right. Let's undo that. Why did that not convert the whole thing to a pattern? Huh. Here's an idea. Let's cut it in half. Maybe it's just too long by default pattern. I don't think that's it. Hold up. There's probably a way to get it right. We'll try it again. All right. Event, instrument parts. Convert to pattern. It cuts it in half. Why? Let's edit it. I think we just need to extend it out. That's that 64 steps. It's just maxed out at 64 steps, so we have to cut it in half because there's a different progression between those. Undo. We'll have to turn it into 2 different patterns, which is fine. Cut it there. Now it should work. Convert to pattern. Convert this to pattern. Make sure it works right. Let's go. Let's see how that sounds the way it was before. Now it seems a little bit more rigid. All right, now let's play it. Now it's time to reimagine that bass line. Yeah, I think I just want to start over with a different everything, probably. So let's duplicate it and then start with a sub lab, but just something different. So I haven't played with this much. Let's play with that. Let's get that going. Oh, it's a mess in here. Just a fucking mess. I gotta figure that out. Did I kill it by moving it? Because this chord's kind of questionable. This ain't a great chord at all. Fuck. Yeah, I gotta buy some chords, man. Yeah, that's not. Gotta reconnect it. Ain't that about a bitch? Okay. It's my dog scratching. I love Studio Pro too, bro. My bad, I was kind of zoned out. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate the compliment. 231 Recording Studio. Thanks, man. It's a little my humble abode that I've built for myself. I appreciate it. Thanks for chiming in. Feel free to like, subscribe. Get this thing back working. That'd be cool. This cable's kind of shit. I grabbed the shit cable. I probably shouldn't have. Yep. Fucking Mac brain. There we go. We ain't on Windows, bro. Yeah. Somewhere in here. All right. I can get to preferences. That's where I wanted to go. External devices. Reconnect. Okay. Okay, is it working? Sure fucking isn't. Son of a bitch. Yes. Maybe I'm not playing with this thing right now. Yeah, it's... Cable sucks. Your ISO cab flooded. That's no good, bro. Got a lot of rain where you're at right now? Hey, yeah, this is working now. That cable's just shit. Thank God I was here when I sent a response. All right, man, you're going to be back on here, you said at 6 a.m.? Cool, man. I'll be up. I'll check you out. We got to go to the doctor. That's not today. We ain't doing that today. Never mind. Yeah, I'll be here. Thinking about tomorrow. Tomorrow's not Monday. Or today's not Monday. I got connected back to Studio One, or Studio Pro, excuse me. But yeah, I love Studio Pro too, man. It's a pretty fucking awesome DAW. It doesn't really get any better. Reconnect. And speaking of which, Will, if you're still on here, I need to show you how to export a session again. Get that going. So hopefully I got it. There we go. I'm in A. Minor. I want to go to scale. Probably. I still haven't figured out how to use 32 keys like the fucking Atom. You should be able to jump octaves real easy doing that, and kind of surprised that by default it's not doing that. Got the old school 2nd gen AI too. I see that. Tub drain opened up. Oh no. Oh, got plumbing issues. Let's go to harmonic minor. Yeah, I think that's what I want to be in. Harmonic minor. Yeah, this Moog sounding shit. Drop an octave. It's too loud. Oh my lord. Nope. came to the conclusion that Sublab, believe it or not, is just not going to fucking do it. I'm hearing something way meaner than it can produce when it comes to some aggressive, continuous low end. I think it's time we pulled in Phase Lab for this as a starting point, at least. And the cool thing, I mean, Sublab's really cool because it keeps, like, if you put a sample in it and you blend it, it keeps things in phase automatically. That's what makes it special. It has really good distortion, saturation algorithms in it, and, you know, options that are pretty intuitive and quick. The limiter on it's really good. It's got a lot of good going for it, but it's sub-osculator, dude. It only has such a range, and some of them super lows it just cannot fucking do. It refuses to. Like, it restarts the octave up again when you go so low sometimes. And that's a problem I have with Sublab. I'm hoping the next version they remedy that, because a lot of times you kind of want to bounce out a sample and put it in a sampler just to go lower and have more range, dude. It's kind of fucked up. But I won't have that issue with Phase Lab. So we'll go to Phase Lab, or Phase Plant, excuse me, Jesus. Phase Plant. Base Forge. Let's go get some drastic shit. I think each instrument you got to reset shit up. I think. Jesus. Too aggressive. Why does it say scale not available, dude? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Try that again. There we go. We're going to start with this, maybe. Yeah, we'll mess with this one. We'll favorite it too, because I always like it when I pull it up. All right, let's get out of the browser here. I don't want to get rid of some of that noise. Yeah. We got a macro for it, thankfully. There we go. Yeah, I'm already lost in the sauce. Hey, Will, are you still on here real quick? I'll go ahead and show you how to export some shit real quick before I hop off here. So say something if you're around, bro. Give me a minute and I'll get this ready. Yeah, this beat's all right, you know. First time using the Motion. I'm still trying to figure them out a little bit, so I like them. They're cool. Definitely upgrade over the Atom. The knobs are a little bit wiggly. I like how they're touch sensitive, so as soon as you touch them, it knows that you're touching them. That's fucking dope. But the pads feel better. I'm not so sure about, man, I do kind of like this on the Atom though, because it's right there and you can do this with one hand opposed to pretty much have to use two hands to do the slider motion thing. I'm gonna keep this hooked up in here, so I'm gonna have, once I figure out my desk situation, I'm gonna have all three of these hooked up, and if I have other people over, they can hop on one of them on keyboard, or we can switch positions or whatever, and eventually I'll get my desk set up correctly. So but yeah, okay, so I'm gonna cover the concept for you again. So if you're using instruments that I do not possess, Will, like I'm gonna have all the impact stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you download everything and install all the samples that come with Studio One, you won't have these samples. Shit. However, what you can do, so say if you bring in outside samples, okay, I did bring in some samples from outside of Studio One here. This would be a good learning experience, good teaching experience, or a good teaching opportunity. If you were to, okay, so try to remember how to do this again. Oh, somebody said something. Yes, yeah, you can still go through the browser and open VSTs, I do believe. Let's look. You talk about instrument VSTs. Okay, so plug in. If I can remember how to do this, hold up. Plug in. Yeah, okay, so there's the Motion popping up here. I don't remember how to do that even in the Atom, to be honest with you, but edit mode, plug in. I seen somebody online doing this. Let me get out of here. Yep. I'm pretty sure it does. Give me a second, man. I don't know how to do it in here. Yeah, so there is a plug-in button, song button. I don't know what the song button does. Plug-in button, mix button. That's cool if you don't have, a control surface. Plug in. Let's just open a new track and try that real quick. Not sure if my homeboy's on here right now anyhow. So yeah, let's just go into a new folder here. I'm not on any instrument, so song mode or on the Atom, the big knob would scroll through the browser. Okay, so a song. See, it's still over here on chords. So scale, add. Okay, add track. Acoustic piano. Boom! It just added acoustic piano just by looking at the screen here. Okay, where did it put it though? That's a good question. Where did it put? Is it in this folder I'm clicked? Yep, it's in the folder I'm clicked on. That's fucking dope. It didn't name it though. That's fine. Let's go ahead and, I don't know how to activate it on here. I'll just click on the screen. I know there's a way to probably do it on here, but yeah, there we go. And I can replace with electric drum. Well, that's bass. My bad. I hit bass first. It has drum here. So yeah. I'm sloppy with it, but yeah, it allows you to go and add instruments in from that way. I don't know about I know there's a way to do the okay, the preset, note effects, audio, shit. Edit, nope, song, plugin. Oh, plugin lets you control parameters, right? Shit. Yep, don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, there, now it's gonna let me control parameters. So I'm adding in reverb, taking it out right there. Master volume. Decay. So editing it. Here's some resonance. Cut off. Transpose. Yeah, now it's back on electric drums. So yeah. So it seems like they're available. I'm not versed enough in it. But yeah, let me add instruments from in here. I don't know about how to swap presets from in here. That's what I was trying to figure out how to do. I don't know. I'm sure you can. Anyhow, I will try to, I don't think Mr. WR Keys is on here right now. I think he's a little bit preoccupied with more important things. So yeah, I might have to clip this for him for later. So yeah, so you have outside instruments that do not exist. Like you got samples here, right? There's a way you can go ahead and make sure I'm doing this right. Copy external files. Yes, these are the samples. So you're going to copy external files first and foremost if you're pulling in samples outside of the stock Studio One shit. Hit yes. Now it will go to a folder associated with this session. Therefore, you can send it to somebody. So those files and the stock files will just pull up and work. All right, now you don't have. There's instruments you don't have. You don't have the sublab. Just right click on it on the track header over here. Freeze the audio. Wham bam boom. It's now audio. Sloppily edited, but it's there, whatever. Same thing with this phase plant you don't have. We'll freeze the audio for now. Hit OK. Boom. Frozen audio. Let's play back. All right, you don't have the Somnosphere. Same story. Freeze the audio. And when I unfreeze it, it'll pull back all these edits and different takes I had. But until then, it's just going to convert it. What clips are there? Oh, look, it says it's clipping. Yeah, we'll board it. We'll make sure it doesn't clip. We'll do our job right, okay? Now, I have it pulled down at the fader level anyhow because it was too fucking loud. So let's just pull it down here, and I'll give it, let's just give it 10 decibels. Should be good. Let this note clipped. We don't want to send clipped audio if we're going to be professional about it. So there we go. Freeze audio track. After I do that, I'll have to push it up 10 decibels to reach the same level, which is all the way up on the fader. Simple to do. Bam. Who gives a shit? Let's go. Ooh, that's too much. I was wrong. I forgot it goes to a bus, so hold up. We'll do it by ear. That's good. That works. There we go. Now, this phase plant 2, which has no audio, but it'll just tell you, giving you error that you don't have it. No big deal. There's no audio or MIDI there anyhow right now, so it doesn't fucking matter. So it's ready to be sent. Wham, bam, boom. Save. Go to Studio Pro, or excuse me, File next to Studio Pro. Go to Collaboration. Go to Share. Your workspaces will populate. Here, let's pull up the screen so you can see it better. Okay. Should have done that in the first place. right, now we already have a collaboration started, but just to show you again, to be I already got you in this one. So you just go to one of the folders we already have a workspace, like Sentient and Will. Okay, just to make it simple between me and you right now. Select it, hit select down here. Let's name this. I'm going to name it Ripcord. All right. Then it will set it up for us. It's going to be just a whole 74 megabytes to send over. Hit start. It's going to upload all the associated folders and files the way it should. And then you'll get a notification. And then you'll click on it. You'll download the session. It'll put it into your recent sessions. And you'll open it and work from there. And that's how you send a session to somebody else. And then say you do some work. And you add a few things. You know, you kind of save the session. And you might want to copy it. It should know outside files. It might be smart enough to do that for you, but just in case it isn't, it's probably good practice to tell it to copy. Let me see what that said again. We'll show that again on the big screen here. Okay, it's almost done uploading. Any second now. There we go. That is synced. All right. And what you'll do now, say you added something to it. Where was that at again? Session. Go to session and copy external files. Okay. And then there is no external files. But if you had some, you hit OK, and then you'll have your external files saved into the sessions folder. It's a duplicate of the file, so you can send it back and forth. And the person receiving the session can then open the session without any missing files. Okay, so that will take care of that. And then, unless you're using like a third-party thing like Battery, I'm not sure that would work with Battery or not. But anyhow, if not, if you don't think you can send it over for whatever reason, like let's say it's an Omnisphere instrument, for instance, just freeze it. So you can just freeze it, right-click over here, freeze something, and keep it moving. And then, say you change something in the session. I'm going to get rid of this intro real quick. This bullshit here. That way I can show you. So now I've changed something in the session. It thinks that I've edited it. So I'm going to hit save. Just for good practice. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to collaboration. Now you can't hit share because it's already shared. But what you'll do now is hit send. And then you'll send your changes. Whole 4.14 megabytes. Here you go. Now it's whatever has been updated in the session is going to send over to the other user in that workspace between me and you, for example. And that is how you properly send and receive sessions using Studio Pro. Any questions, class? Yeah, I do too, man. 231 Recording Studio. Yeah, that collab feature is pretty good. I actually got the game. I got that little bit of game from Kevin Elib. We did a little collaboration piece. I hired him to help me on a section of a beat I was working on, and he got me into that. Like, I knew it existed, but I was like, man, I don't even know where to start myself. Because I was used to the old school way of just zipping up a folder, making sure everything's saved in that folder, and then, Google Drive to somebody. And then he showed me the way similar to what I just showed Will. And it was, dude, it's the way. So I don't know of any other DAW it's that streamlined for collaborating. That simple, And I got a shit ton third party going on. So he's going to get errors still. Like, he's going to open it, and it's going to tell him it can't find all these fucking plugins that you don't own, which is fine. He'll just hit okay, whatever. And the cool thing about it is, once he gets done with it, these will just be like grayed out on his end, and he won't be able to use them because they're not there. And then when I get the session back, it'll open up just like how I had it with the plugins he don't have. I'll be able to use them, so they'll still be there. That's dope. Yeah, you and your buddy got a good workflow. Boom, 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 back and forth. I'm hoping me and Will get to that point. in a couple months. He's just learning Studio Pro, so he's a newbie all around. He's more of a player than a DAW guy. I don't know if the Pro Tools way is as easy. Again, when I've done Pro Tools sessions, which has been a long time, I haven't done a Pro Tools session in, 4 or 5 years at this point. It was the same old school way of zipping a folder over and then opening it, the session up from that folder. And dude, I've had fucking Pro Tools like lose fucking MIDI that's in its folder. Like, make that fucking make sense. I can't stand Pro Tools. It's pretty garbage, like Native Instruments is turning into, to be honest with you. Which I hope Fender does not. But, big corporations usually go to shit, so you never fucking know. I got Logic in other ways. I got my own Reaper. Like, I'll figure something out if something goes to shit. I've had to do it before. I hope Fender doesn't do that. Yeah, I'm mostly a drummer too, bro. You want to see my drum set? There you go. Electronic. I got the Alesis DM10, and I'm using a E-Drum-In expander to expand the drum kit. And honestly, I think I want to go with all E-Drum-In expansion because it's fucking dope shit, dude. Like, I can actually go in. Where's it at? I can go and edit all my pads with a lot more detail with this E-Drum-In shit. And the velocity control's better. You can actually like quiet the hot zones if you wanted to. I haven't done that yet, but it has high pass filter for shit, so you don't get odd triggering if you got an old beat up pad. So if you have an old beat up like a cymbal pad, they get kind of noisy with the piezo after a while. You high pass that shit out and suppress it and whatever, and it's pretty good. I think this E-Drum-In, it was expensive, but I think I want to get another E-Drum-In 12 and do that in the future and just get away from the Alesis. And you could use any company fucking trigger in this thing. So I can like just have a hybrid electronic kit and not be limited to a company or a certain MIDI mapping. Like that Alesis, you can't do a hi-hat off of whatever MIDI note it's assigned to, which is kind of, pain in the ass. So the E-Drum-In's pretty cool, by the way, if you know anything about electronic drums. Got the old Lars Ulrich looking setup, huh? You make me want to go back there and play drums before I get off here, man. I haven't done that in a minute. Go back there and beat on the kit I have with my sandals on. Dude, I'm pretty average. I'm nothing special on any instrument, really, to be honest with you. I'm more of a production guy. I like rapping and singing. I like to do vocals. I'm trying to get back into that. Been working on some old stuff and trying to bring it back to life. Which I could show you a little bit of that if you want to hear what I'm working on real quick. I'll show you a little something real quick.
Underground 12. You found yourself hypnotized by the lies you twisted, paralyzed by how the plot has thickened. If you could analyze, you would try to minimize it, being self-absorbed and narcissistic, cold-hearted and primalistic, feral-eyed like a hieroglyphic, sick and sadistic, opportunistic, dipshit prick who's just not authentic, who never quit it with the gimmicks. Your parasitic dependence can be hidden from the cynics. You slither better when you pivot the tape. What is it given to get it? How you live it?
That's all I'm going to show of that right now. That's just a single take of vocal. It's still not quite 100% right, but I'm demoing out some lyric ideas, and most of those are old lyric ideas on an old beat. I started that beat like 20 years ago, and most of those percussion shits you hear are like trash, like pop bottles and shit I sampled. So old trashy ass beat, but it's a song I got a cool verse on by a buddy of mine, and it's a concept. It's just something I can't let go of, so I need to finish it. I got some other weird stuff, but try to find some other stuff I want to that's old that I'd like to rework. Look what I'm willing to show. Looking for an old idea called Voice of Reason, if I can find it. Really need to open that session. There it is, and get it going again. It's probably going to be a rough mix, but I haven't touched it since 2021.
I should have listened. I should have tried. The voice of reason has been denied. I feel the pressure. I feel the strain, unraveling all of me that remains.
Like I said, it's rough. But yeah, it's a cool old idea I'd like to breathe new life into. I got a bunch of shits, man. I've shown live streams of me working on this stuff, and I mostly have mixed for other people and recorded other people for the last 15 years. I'm just trying to make myself a priority again. I appreciate you liking it. It's all right. I got a lot of improvement to do. There's something I've started recently that was kind of cool vocally. I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was called. Once I see it, I'll know it. Escape the Weight. Yeah, I think it's this one. I like this vibe too. It's really simple.
I can hear you calling to me to find a way. You're trapped inside in a fetal state, unable to escape. I can hear you calling.
That's pretty much it. That's a cool, like, bullshit idea I came up with this year. I was like, man, I was actually writing it for somebody else to come over and sing, but when I started fucking with it, I was like, that's pretty cool. I need to work on that. I like pushing my boundaries a bit. I'm also working on this vocally.
Of introspection, I found the lessons, drowning in my own self-reflection. In depression, forced to face the questions. If I change direction, is fate still destined? Can I reverse regression to chase perfection? To tame aggressions into some sane obsessions. To do the things irrelevance, use a string with elegance, without vain embellishment. Can I gain benevolence? This development is not me in my element. Facing the malcontent towards myself with intelligence. Trying to settle with all the flaws that I'm failing with. Instead of the toxicness, I am trying to be provident. Embrace my embodiment, erase what has rotted it. Reconnect with my consciousness just to get back some confidence. Looking for signs, I lose my mind and stuck in the bind. And never surprised when I find I'm really the enemy of I.
And that's all I'm going to show that one too. Yeah, I got some guitar work being done. Some people needs to come in. That's a collaboration piece too. My buddy on guitar and other buddy of mine was hanging out in the studio and we made the original beat. And that's what it is right now in demo form. So, you know, I'm doing some weird shit. I'm kind of excited to get away from these kind of pushing my boundaries on the periphery of anything, you know. Solid is kind of their own thing, and playing around with some more stuff like this, you know.
still weird, but kind of more grounded in some traditional type of hip hop shit. Less on the periphery on some weird shit. I like weird shit though, man. So, yeah, I got beats for days and ideas for days. I can spend an hour on here showing ideas. So, yeah, those some weird ones. I just wanted to show where I'm coming from. Yeah, life is a lesson, dude. Yep. Never stop learning. Sometimes you forget shit though. You got to relearn shit as well. I'm an old man myself, dude. So I'll be 42 before too long. So I'm not a young man by no means. I started this music shit back in '99, buying my first computer after detasseling corn. So I've been around the block quite a few times. But yeah, you check out Better Off Blind. I've been pretty active with them over the last several, since 2020. Been recording them since 2013, but we've had some releases since 2020. It's still playing on streaming services you can check out. Oh, you're 43? Right on. Yeah, I'm from Indiana, dude. I'm a central/western Indiana area. Grew up part of my childhood in Indianapolis. Then I went out to the country near Rockville, Indiana, the fucking sticks. And then bounced around the western part of Indiana, back and forth between Indy and western Indiana my whole life. Started in 2005. Yeah, I started in 99. My buddy had a computer. And he came from out there in Rockville. He came from a family that actually had some wealth, and I didn't. And we bonded over some music interest, and he showed me how to use a computer because he had one, and he had a CD burner when they first came out, like a 2x speed CD burner. And he was using computer speakers one day. I was like, dude, and I looked at how this hooked up, and I knew a little bit of something about audio from my family. My uncle, my dad's a mechanic. My uncle that I looked up to, who was about 7 years older than me. He was like a big brother. Was into car audio and just audio in general. I always took a liking to audio as a kid. I was like, man, you're using just a, headphone type jack out of that motherfucker and RC. You can just, or into the computer speakers, like you can just RCA out to whatever stereo you want, bud. So he did that, and then we made a little makeshift studio at his house, and I learned a few things there when I was 14, and we made a few demos of me screaming on a mic, and he had effects processors, and I had a cheap little crate mic, and I was screaming in that motherfucker with some lyrics. We made some records. I actually can show you. I don't want to show you that on stream. It's embarrassing, but we made some shit music then, and then if you hear my dogs sounding gross, excuse them. They're dreaming of sucking a tit and chasing shit. Anyhow, yeah, so we, figured I helped him a little bit. He helped me a lot more than I helped him. And then I bought my first computer later that summer by detasseling corn, and then, pirated software, Cool Edit Pro, Wavelab, that type of shit. And I just started learning and doing everything the wrong way, bro. I got a lot of my old mixes. I don't have all of them, but I do have a lot of them. I got maybe probably a third of them. And the funny thing is I've got them back from other people that I sold CDs and shit that I went to high school with. And I don't even have the final mixes. I was handing out and selling CDs before mixes were even done of mine. I was doing mix CDs for people. People just, give me a few bucks and burn them some fucking Eminem or something back in the day. And I'd throw my demo on it for them because, why not? There was some space left on the CD. And sometimes it'd be mix CDs and shit. And yeah, so I've gotten things back from people of unfinished mixes. So I don't even have a lot of them's not even finished mixes. It's kind of funny, but. Yeah, then Adobe Audition, correct. Yeah, I was on Adobe Audition, 2000 and I think up until 2012, I was primarily using Adobe Audition 3.0 at that time. Then 4 came around, they fucked up everything. I got on their forums on Facebook and shit, was bitching at them, telling them how they're fucking up, making it harder for music production on there instead of better. and they blocked me on social media. I was like, man, Adobe's trash. And yeah, then I was recording bands and shit too at the time. Just started recording bands in those years. I think from 2010 I started recording bands. 2010 or 2011. I think it was 2010 I started recording bands. And then yeah, so I was in the middle of that, and I did a demo for an older gentleman named George Hammond, who had Pro Tools and an iLock, and he was like, I don't know how to use this shit. He's like, I need something simpler, and I can't record myself. He had a computer, just couldn't figure it out. So he hired me, and instead of paying me, we just made an agreement like, look, I'll hook you up with some software if you want to learn this still. But I would like to get that Pro Tools. So he gave me his iLock and Pro Tools, and then we transferred over to my name. And then, yeah. And that was that. So that's how I got Pro Tools originally. And Pro Tools was shit at the time. Oh, yeah, I was using crack shit all the time back in the day, dude. I didn't really get legit with everything. I mean, I was using FL Studio and all that on the side, too. I started using FL Studio, I think, in 2004 or 5. Alongside of Adobe, and then later Pro Tools once I got it halfway working. You know what I mean? And within that time, I tried out other cracked shit. You know, I had a legit license, a light license of Cubase 3 or 4. I can't remember. It came with one of my interfaces. And then, you know, I had a cracked version of Reason there for a while with a bunch of expansions. You know, the reloads, whatever the fuck they call them. Reason was kind of cool instrumentation wise, but as a DAW, it fucking sucked. Same with Pro Tools with my rig at the time. I think it was kind of half my rig, half Pro Tools, because Pro Tools is kind of just, you know, patched garbage that keep kicking down the road. But yeah, kind of used Pro Tools here and there. I went and did some hired gigs hired gig in a studio that had Pro Tools 8 before that exchange. So I had a little bit of experience with it. And before that, I've been in a few studios and hung out and fucked with it. Very limited experience. But yeah, I've recorded an EP with Pro Tools, and I've done some mixes in Pro Tools for people here and there, and I've, you know, that's pretty much it. I've done some recording on my own with Pro Tools, but always kind of hated it for that aspect on my system at the time. I was a poor boy. Fire Studio Project, yes sir. Hey, I had 2 of those daisy chained when I was recording bands back in the day. I had 2 Fire Studio Projects, and you had to Firewire daisy chain them, and you had to use the what protocol was that? You use the RCA cables, so you can monitor the other interface through your main interface. I can't remember what the fuck that was called. It was a digital format, but yeah. So you couldn't hear the other channels unless you hooked that up as well. Yeah, I think that's how I got it too, was with the Fire Studio Projects. I bought 2 of them, so I think my second one came with a. I bought 2 of them at different times. My second one came with a copy, I think of, or later down the road, they gave me somehow I ended up with the first copy of Studio One 1 and tried it, and it was like the artist version, and I didn't understand why I couldn't use third-party VSTs. And I was like, man, this seems cool, but I can't use my shit that I've, you know, cracked. So I just brushed it to the side for a few more years. Then I became a trucker. Long story short, got divorced, stopped recording bands, put my shit in storage, didn't have it set up for a studio for a minute. Got tired of struggling with fucking trying to get Pro Tools to be halfway stable and reliable with the laptop I had at the time. FL Studio was kind of the same story. I did a whole EP on FL Studio of a band. Holy fuck, from Better Off Blind. That EP was trash fucking sessions because it was just hard to get anything to fucking be reliable. I got tired of that back and forth between multiple DAWs and bouncing, and dude, I was like, man, fuck all that, dude. I'm like, I just need to commit to something that can do it all. And at the time, I was looking at videos and seeing all that Studio One 3 at the time could do, and it was amazing. I was like, wow, I could do fucking drum editing like Pro Tools on here, like Beat Detective style drum editing, and I could do all the things, dude. The mixing's fucking easier to route. You don't have to like create the buses to send buses. You can just create them from the tracks real quick, wham, bam, boom, keep it fucking moving. You know, everything's just right there if you just look and find it. It was a no-brainer, and it was so much more stable, even way back then, dude. So I've been on I've been on Studio Pro / Fender Pro Studio since, what year was that? 2015, I think. I think I made the change late 2015 or mid 2015. So what's that, 11 years? Over 11 years. But yeah, so, you know, that was a quick rundown of, you know, some experience. I've done some other projects here and there, like even in this studio, I've done some Rusty Sparks projects, his little solo project. I used to record his band From These Ruins when they first started recording. I got hired when they had a record deal in a Southern Indiana studio, which was when that record deal fell apart. It was a small indie label with their own recording studio. But done some of his projects, done some of his son's projects, which is called, what was that project called? Shit, I'm brain farting. Look at my Google Drive, remind myself. Me and names is Unconditional Victory. I don't see it, but it was Unconditional Victory is what I'm thinking of. So if you look up Unconditional Victory on iTunes or whatever, I've done that. Rusty Sparks, I've done that. There's some other bands, collaborations that Rusty Sparks has done. That's not called Rusty Sparks. Try to see if I can remember that. The fuck's that called too? I got some mixing videos of that on here as well. Damn it. Maybe it's in his folder. Nope, it is not. Man, I know I can find it on my distro, kids. Shit. I need more coffee, y'all. Just me and my old lady ordered a new bed because this bed's wore out, dude, and getting one of them purple adjustable mattresses in a couple weeks. I'm looking forward to that. Absent of Body, that's the band name. There's some recent songs I've done for them that's still streaming. Rusty Sparks, Better Off Blind. Check it out if you want to, man. If you got anything I can listen to, I'll check it out here in a minute. I'm about to get off this stream before too long. I appreciate the people that's dropped in here and said, what's up? My shit frozen? I think my shit is frozen, y'all. I think it is. My video, I think, froze out on me. Wonder if I can still be heard. No, I was just sitting still. Never mind. Looked like I wasn't moving. You've heard great things about the purple mattresses. I have too, man, but my brother, he's a bigger guy. He said he didn't like his. He's the only person that's gave me a negative review about that, but me and an old lady laid on it at a mattress firm today, and I didn't have the intention of actually making an order today because they're expensive as fuck, but I laid on that thing and was like, oh my Lord, I wanted to fall asleep within like a minute. It felt great. So my back like fucking popped and like just loosened up immediately, and I just felt straighter. I was like, oh Lord. And then you can hit the button like an old person and lean up and watch TV. Like that's some couple dream shit right there, dude. Yeah. Like I've heard good things too. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we got 120 days. If we like it, cool. We'll keep it. If not, we'll change it out. So I'm definitely going to keep the adjustable shit though, because, man, I've been wanting that my entire life. And we're going to king size. We're moving up from queen to king, buddy. And I'm 6'2", so you know we got two pit bulls that one's a pit boxer mix and a pit bull, and they pretty much demand to be up your ass in bed. So we kind of gave up that battle. Like, okay, they fucking love us. We are their fucking, pack. So, and they're so sweet to us. They're such good dogs. You hate them? Man, dude. I make it lay flat if you want it to, but because I have my TV set up dead center of our room. We got a big TV too. We got a 65-inch in there. Hell, this is only a 50, which you can't even see the TV. That's actually a screen overlay that you see. I could show you the actual TV, I think. Yeah, I think I'm hitting the right shit. Let's see. Yeah, that's my actual TV. As you can see, that's only a 50-inch. That's probably fucking 5 feet away from me. It's probably kind of hard to tell with the camera angle because it's way up there next to the ceiling. But yeah, anyhow. So what you're seeing is an overlay. That way people can see what it actually looks like on screen. But yeah. Dude, those hospital beds, man, like just lay flat. And then just lean up to watch TV, pull your legs up, get comfy like you're in a fucking recliner. Like it was, I thought it was nice. It fit my 6'2" body pretty well. She's tall too. She's 5'10". She's a tall girl. Oh, you got 2 monitors in your setup? I used to do that. I used to do an up and down monitor. And I have 2 monitors as well, but they're just, I have a mic booth to my right. Yeah, so there's a mic booth over there, which I have Studio Tour on here somewhere. Where it has, there's a monitor in the mic booth. So it's just this same display just over there in 4K. You're 5'1". Yeah, maybe it's a short thing. Maybe just those hospital type beds don't fit your body. That's probably it. For us bigger folk, man, it felt nice. But yeah, I prefer just a bigger screen, personally. I've done the 2 screen thing. I'm like, man, I just rather have one screen that's big enough, get the right resolution, and then just see everything. So that's my approach. I just want to see everything. And I don't want a monitor in between me and the speakers. You know what I mean? I want it to sit behind the speakers. Because as soon as you put them anywhere in the field in front of them, it messes with the stereo image and it does some comb filtering shit. I mean, no screen's perfect. Even the screen behind the speakers will get reflections from the room and become a reflective surface. I mean, ideally, if you want to be so perfect with acoustics, you just have like an transparently acoustic screen and a projector and a silent projector and obsess over all that shit. I ain't doing all that. You got 2 17-inch monitors. I mean, if it works for you, there ain't nothing wrong with it. Everybody has their, you know what I'm saying? They have their own way of wanting to work. I'm pretty, like I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm pretty upset about how my desk is set up. It's starting to bother me a lot. So I got to build I got so much shit to still do. I never have time for shit, dude. I work fucking 60, 65 hours a week easily every fucking week. And then I go from nights and try to be up somewhat during the days on the weekends and then flip back over to nights. And it's hard to get time to do shit. All right, y'all. Hey, it was nice kicking it, guys. I'm going to follow you. 231 recording. Have I already done that? I wish you could just follow from the freaking chat. That'd be cool. Instead of have to go to the channel. I'm subscribed to you, 231 recording. I'm going to check out your YouTube when I get off here, see what you got going on. Looks like you have some content, so I'm going to enjoy watching that real quick. I'm going to make me another coffee and then try to get creative without being on stream. Hey, you got moving blankets around to deaden the sound. I mean, that's something for sure. That's some sound treatment. I built all these panels in here, so all the panels you see in here. These black things here, these are actually panels. I could take them off the wall. I got a hanging system, so they hang off the wall. I got them all around the room. The back wall, when I built this room, this is a soundproof room. It's a room within a room that it's like $14,000 in material in this room and building it. And then a couple years of weekends doing it, and I tiled the floor, did everything you see in here. But yeah, blankets are a good start as a deadener, especially if you've got a few stacked and you space them away from the wall a bit. They'll do more than right up against the wall, because that boundary keeps sound from, because you want sound to kind of filter through it unimpeded as much as possible. And when it bounces off that wall and tries to come back through it, it does more absorption. To say it. And that's with any acoustic panel. Even these have a few inches of space behind them of air. But yeah, moving blankets is a good good start on acoustic treatment, dude. And I'm telling you, man, it doesn't matter if, like, these HS8s, I've had several rooms with moderate treatment before this room. And this room sounds like complete ass without any treatment in it. Like, this is a fucking, because it's soundproof, A, so it just holds all the sound in here, and B, it's not very big. This is one of my smaller studios. I think it's only like 10 foot wide or 9.5 foot wide. It's not very wide at all. And it's 16.5 feet long in length and just under 8 feet in height. It's in a basement. I got a big cloud above me. That cloud is, it's all rock wool, safe and sound in here. It's 2 layers, so it's roughly 7 inches of rock wool with inch air gap. So effectively 8 inches front and back clouds. And then I have these 4-inch panels around the front here. Then that back wall is also a whole 4-inch. I built it into the wall, all acoustic treatment with panels on front of it. So it's acting like a bass trap. And then I need to do bass traps in the back corners, and I'm pretty much done with all I can do acoustically in this room with what little space I have. But it sounds pretty good in here. So back to the point, these HS8s sound worlds better with all this treatment. And on this board, this Studio Live Series 3, I go in and I do a, I could probably show it on screen real quick. Open up Universal Control. I did some measurements. Now, you can't completely fix your acoustic issues in a room with measurements. That's a fallacy. It just sounds weird. It sounds harsh. And flats, now I like to tune the ear as well. That's a whole other story. But yeah, I have, here's my HS8 channel. Let's go to the main. So this is so I have a null here at 103 or whatever. I'm trying to boost up. I have some low mid resonances I pulled out there, a little mid heavy there. And at 2K at the crossover area, there's also an issue with just the HS monitor's nature. So I tuned a little bit to ear and then, did that. And I also have the GEQ. So there's 2 layers of EQ here. I don't know how I could show it on stream. I'm used to doing it on the board. How can I show it on stream? Oh, it's over here. Okay. And I have some GEQ measurements also being applied. There's that set bands to kind of smooth out some other issues a little bit more. And that's after taking measurements and then doing a by ear send wave sweep slowly to try to make it as flat as possible to my ears in this room in my mixing position. So that's how I like to mix, where if you compress, no matter what the frequency range of instrument or whatever you're compressing or saturating, whatever, you can hear the balance and it sounds like what you would expect. That's what I like to do. And I met Sean Bevan some months ago, one of my heroes who mixed 9 Inch Nails and shit. He was at the Pucifer show and I was by the soundboard. I didn't know I was even talking to him. Long story short, I was telling him about that theory of mine. He's like, yeah, I do the same thing. It's like, damn, really? So everybody you hear online talks about, it has to be flat with a fucking measurement mic. Or he's like, dude, I tune by ear. Fuck all that. So it just goes to show you, like, there's a lot of fallacies in this a lot of fucking cork sniffing ass fucking, browbeating ass people in this fucking world. And, you got to find what works for you, A, and B, there's a lot of fallacy. So, but there is some basic acoustic treatment things that should be, you're better off spending more money on acoustic treatment than you are your speakers. If you have like your KRKs, you say you got KRKs. So you have KRKs, you got installation of ceiling. Yeah, it's like bass traps for free right there, buddy. With your ceiling joist. Yeah, fuck yeah. Cover it in fabric and call it a done deal. But yeah, it's a fallacy to think that studio monitors are the end all be all and then room measurements are the end all be all. Really, at the end of the day, treatment and making it sound good and flat and level to your ear, in my opinion, is far more important. And also, there's other fallacies like your tweeters have to be ear level. Like, sound don't know level. It knows direction. Especially the higher the frequency goes, the more directional it is. So it knows direction. And you need the equilateral triangle is, important, but ear levels kind of a noob thing that they tell people. I have mine actually elevated up a little bit because there's other acoustic things that when I've studied that come into play. So if you're in the middle, if between floor and ceiling height, for instance, you're at the 4-foot level with your driver, you're going to have the strongest nulls because that's where the nulls accumulate the most. So you want to offset that a little bit, either up or down. And with your desk and shit that you need for production, you're going to have to go up. So, and I have a sit-stand situation. So another reason is I can put my desk up and then I can stand up and I can work on shit. You know what I mean? So there's why I do that as well. So I don't have to sit down all day. But yeah. So if you're up out of the middle area of the room, ideally, acoustically, a rough rule of thumb that usually works is 1/3 of the distance between the boundaries is where you want to set speakers. But that's a little too high. So I went up where it's comfortably and decent, and I got decent measurements, and it sound good. And it's not in a null area, dead center of the dimension, and face them down. If you off axis a little bit with the on axis room, all of a sudden it's not seeing a completely flat surface in the back on the same axis. So it actually will break it up a little bit more that way too. But there's a whole lot of fallacy in this world where people say this is a tried and true rule. That's just new rule of thumb bullshit to get people going. So there's so much more to dive into and learn. And I'm still learning. Like you said, I learn every fucking day. And I'm open to share knowledge and things that I have learned. But you got the Rocket 8s. I mean, the Rocket 8s sound good, in my opinion. I haven't heard them in this room, so my opinion, I haven't heard them in a good room. So my opinion is not really worth that much. But what I've heard of the Rockets is they're really bass focused. So you might tend to be a little bit light on mixing the bass if you don't EQ and adjust them. But they sound good. They're really appealing. So they are a good sounding speaker. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I've used fucking countertop before in studios and shit. Hell, my studio when I was recording bands, I actually bought like fucking countertop shit and 2x4 shit up and got real creative. Yeah, they are low heavy. Yeah, they are. That's why I didn't go with Rockets. I like to hear the mids pretty clearly, and I was like, man, that's just a whole lot of low end there, and I feel like my mixes will probably come out anemic if I tried to mix on them. And then the tweeter of them to me sound a little brittle. So I mean the HS8s sound a little brittle too, but they're not as brittle, but they are like more focused, so they can seem more brittle if you don't EQ it out. It's kind of hard to explain, but the HS8s ain't perfect either. I mean, if I had the money, I'd definitely upgrade. I just, I got to pick and choose things in life. And I do decent enough on the HS8s and my assortment of headphones. So after some room correction and a good treat of room, they sound pretty good in here. They're not perfect, but they sound decent. I wouldn't mind listening to Rocket 8s in here just out of curiosity what they sound like in here. Yeah, same dBs. Your monitor's sub. You're using a dB meter. And what weighting is it? I think mine's A weighted. Yeah, this is a dBA meter right here. I do not have subs in here though. I have subs to build. I got some big old motherfuckers to build that I planned on doing kind of thing and getting it. I got a crossover set up over there. I planned on, and I was going to use a different channel on the board. I planned on, they're huge motherfuckers, and I got to amp and all that shit. I got to build the boxes and do it. But I plan on getting them aligned in phase, and then just to extend these and not to make bass louder here, because it's pretty bassy in here. I don't really need subs in here. On these stands and isoacoustic pads, like the low end's pretty clear, but like that lowest octave, like maybe below 30 hertz, it's kind of hard to tell where the levels should be from time to time with this setup. So it's really just to help me with that extended low end, not to make it more bassy in here. Dude, get the 8s. Your buddy has the 6s or 7s. I'm gonna tell you straight up, get the 8s. Because I've heard this. I had 6s, and I got rid of them. They were okay. The mids and highs on them sound really similar to these, but there's not enough low end, to be honest with you. And the 7s are pretty close to the 8s. They're not much different. But dude, just get the 8s. That's what I would say. Just get the 8s, bro. That speaker too big for the room bullshit, that's bullshit. That's, there's too much volume in a room. There's too much volume in mixing. And there's bad speaker positioning. But size, that's subjective. That's not objective. That's some bullshit people say in this whole fucking music industry shit. No, you get the speaker that sounds good, bro. That's what it comes down to. And I'm telling you, the 8s sound pretty good compared to the 5s. The 7s are pretty close to. The 7s are good, but DBC, yeah, DBC is measurement weighted. That's, like I said earlier, that's bullshit. Because DBA is an average of human hearing. A weighted is like how humans hear. DBC is C weighted is like how measurements hear. Yeah, it's good for testing a measurement, but we're human. So, and the whole theory of 50 hertz of my monitors should sound at a sine wave should sound the same at 1K or fucking 500 hertz or 2K. You should be able to go back and forth at a set dB, set volume of your shit. In my opinion, I could be wrong. Do you? And other people have agreed to this that are in the industry. I've talked to one guy, but he agrees to this. But yeah, like flat to ear, dude. It's helped me tremendously because I used to try to follow that, and every time I tried to mechanically flat, like these headphones are flat, it just hurts my fucking ears, dude. I can't enjoy it. It just sounds like a bunch of mids firing at me. I can't hear the low end. Doesn't sound like music. It sounds like speakers to me. And I can't get creative or objective about the mix anymore. It just sounds like I'll make all my mixes just lose all their fucking mids if I do that. So that whole, has to be flat. Like, I think it's good to start off flat with some good speakers and then adjust, give some low end typically to where you need it, so everything's tilted and sounds level throughout the spectrum to your ear. But you're talking about like pink noise? I like pink noise for like just a quick, response impression. But yeah, I like to, like, I'll show you real quick. I like to do this. Let me go and put in, I can't remember what the hell it's called now. It's been a while since I've had to do it. Probably in the Fender or Personas folder. Where's it at? Signal generator or some shit. I got an app for one too, but it basically does the same shit. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Can you remember what it's called? The signal generator in Studio Pro. I haven't used it in quite a while. Hell, maybe it's in a Personas folder. Yeah, it's probably in the Personas folder. Maybe. I don't see it in there. Ain't that a bitch? What the fuck? X-Tram. No. Tone generator. That's what it's called. Not signal generator. Tone generator. Okay. I like to do this with it. So I'll just make a new track with it. We'll just throw it down here. Make a new track. And then it's got the pink noise if you want that. Which I don't understand why it's not on by default. There we go. But okay. All right, so I'll make it slow as shit. Let's make it, I don't know. and I'll just let it generate as I'm EQ and shit. So I'll measure flat to you know, like SonarWorks, which I did on the Windows laptop. I haven't installed that on Mac yet. But like SonarWorks, I will measure the room with that, adjust accordingly, and then match it to my board where I feel like it makes the biggest differences. Not every little detail, but just the big issues. Get rid of the 5-6 issues that the room has and the positioning has. And then I'll get it mechanically flat. And then I'll get it subjectively flat to my ear in my room in my position by doing this. I guess 20 seconds is probably good enough. I'll go up. Let's just do the range between I don't see where the bottom is. Oh, there it is. From fucking 20 hertz up to 1K. Then I'll turn it on. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I'll also put like a spectrometer on that too. So I can see what's going on, where I'm at roughly. Or I'll just look at the board, because I can do that on the board too. But if you don't have a board with a display to show you, spectrometer, and then see where I'm at when I hear it. Get it going again, and we'll make it quicker for the example. I'll make it, 10 seconds. And most of that's flat to my ear right now because I've already done this. So, but I'll find an issue and then address it and move on, and address it in the board and just correct and move on. And then flat to ear after I'm mechanically flat measured to SonarWorks. And then, what's the other one I have? It's a free one. Fuck. I can't remember right now, but yeah. All right, man. Well, I've talked a lot on this motherfucker. I think I'm gonna hop off here. Try to bring back chat. See what you said. Yeah, Tone Gen. Right on. Yep. Well, it's nice kicking it, man. I appreciate you kicking it. I'm going to check out your channel, make me another coffee, and then I got somebody coming on here at 6, and you go back in the comments and get ready to check out his live stuff. Who was that? Was that you? Who was telling me going on at 6? Was that you going on at 6? Fuck was that? Yeah, I have to find out who said they was going on at 6. But yeah, later, y'all. Peace.